And finally now, I want to talk about the Chiefs and the Bills. Man, what a game this was. So, the Bills did lose to the Chiefs 42-36. And I know, you're like, Tyler, why'd you say the Bills lose? You've been saying, the Chiefs win or the 49ers win. No. The Bills lost 42-36. And it was a crazy game. 25 points scored in the final minute and 54 of regulation. And, listen, I said last week that I would take Gabriel Davis over Kendrick Bourne. And I know that there was probably some people that were like, no, what? What are you talking about? Kendrick Bourne's way better than... Well, Gabriel Davis rested my case for me on Sunday. He just absolutely balled out, became the first receiver in NFL history to have 4 receiving touchdowns in the same postseason game. Just fantastic job from him. But my heart goes out to Josh Allen. It really does. I say that genuinely. Like, I understand that I'm a Patriots fan. I get that. So any Patriots fan that's watching this right now is going, why? Shouldn't you be happy that the Bills didn't win the Super Bowl or win this game? You should be thrilled. You shouldn't want somebody in your division to win it. But, how can you not after last night? How can you not root for him? Josh Allen last night gave it absolutely everything he had. He left it all out there. And it's easy to see when an athlete's kind of coasting. It's easy to see when an athlete's not giving it their all or when they don't want to be there. It's easy to see that. But not last night. Not with Josh Allen. Absolutely not. His defense just completely let him down last night. They were supposed to be the number 1 defense in pretty much every category this year. And they got a 40-burger dropped on them by the Chiefs. Now, I know the Chiefs are great, but the defense has got to play better than that. They've got to play better than that, especially when your offense is dialed in like it was. But again, Josh Allen just gave everything he had. You could tell. You could see the emotion on his face. Every time they scored, you could see the relief and you could see the emotion on his face. You could tell with how his teammates ran up to him and hugged him immediately once, the minute 54, once that time started ticking down and the Bills kept scoring, you could see it. You could see how the coaching staff would hug him for a really, really long time on the sideline. You could see it. And you could see how bad he wanted it. And I think the worst part was when they converted the 4th down touchdown with 13 seconds left to take the lead in Kansas City. You could see it wasn't as much emotion, but it was relief. After all the heartbreak of last year, feeling like you could have beaten the Chiefs, you finally did it in the playoffs. You finally did it when it counted. You could see it on his face. But then the number 1 defense in the league, or at least it's supposed to be for the Bills, let the Chiefs go down 50 yards in 10 seconds, setting up a very makeable field goal that tied the game. And then, of course, the Chiefs won the coin toss in overtime, and an absolutely gassed Bills defense had to go back out there after giving up 50 yards in 10 seconds. And the guy who gave everything he had, the guy who genuinely believed he had won them the game in 13 seconds, because again, the Bills had the number 1 defense and there was 13 seconds left. If you watch the game, the commentators weren't even giving the Chiefs a chance until the first big play that they made. They were thinking, it's over. It's over. And they were thinking, and then even after the first play, they were thinking, hey, you know what? We're gonna have to kick like a 60-yard field goal. Nope. It was like 40, 48 yards, 45, whatever it was. Very makeable. And the guy who gave everything he had to just sit there and watch as his dreams got crushed. An opportunity slipped through his fingers, and he could do absolutely nothing about it. And this isn't the first time we've seen this either. The Patriots have benefited from this multiple times, twice, in fact. Once against the Falcons in Super Bowl 51. I'm so sorry, Falcons fans. I know, I'm torturing you. But, it's true. And then again, against the Chiefs in the 2018 AFC Championship game. Both times the Patriots went into overtime, very hot on offense against a very tired defense, won the coin toss, scored a touchdown, other team. Despite, I think both times, the Chiefs probably had the number one offense that year, and I know for a fact the Falcons had the number one offense the year that they went to the Super Bowl. Both times the number one offense had to sit on the bench and not be able to fight for their team. And now as a Pats fan, of course, I loved that. I mean, I thought it was the greatest thing ever. I mean, yeah, we win, cool. But objectively, as a football fan, that's a terrible rule. It's a terrible way to end a football game when one part of your team doesn't even have a chance. And it showed itself again on Sunday. And now the Bills, they have to go home for the second straight year after losing to the Chiefs. Only this time, they have to have the bad taste in their mouth that they had victory in their grasp and couldn't finish. Because an unbelievable offense didn't have a chance to stop it from happening. It's heartbreaking. It really is for them. Now, again, none of this is to say that the Chiefs didn't deserve it, of course. And they made every single play that they had to make. They played phenomenal. Tyreek Hill is a monster. Travis Kelce with a few really big catches down the stretch. Of course, the game-winning touchdown. And I just don't see how anybody's going to stop them. I mean, I don't see how anybody's going to stop the Chiefs. I mean, the Rams may have a chance with their defense. But, that's what I said. That's what I said about the Bills. I honestly thought the Bills would, I didn't think the game would be that much of a shootout. I thought it'd be like, I don't know, 35, 34. Like, I don't know. I thought it'd be at least a little more reasonable than 42-36. I guess it's not that big a difference. But, again, I thought the Bills would have a shot, number one defense in the league, and they just got 42 points dropped on them. But, congrats to the Chiefs. They'll be hosting the AFC Championship game. But, again, I feel terrible for Josh Allen.
Hey guys, me again. I just want to say thank you so much for checking out the Lopes Goes Last podcast. It means the world to me that you decided to stick all the way to the end. That's super cool. So thank you again. And if you really, really like what you see, I'd love for you to subscribe, like the video, and share it with all your family and friends because, this is my passion project. This is what I love to do, and I really want the sucker to grow. And the only way that can happen is through you guys, is if you guys can help me out. So again, if you like what you saw, please subscribe, like the video, share with all your friends and family. That's the only way this is going to grow. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.